Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope all of you are well and safe. This is Rita ma'am, your political science teacher grade 12 from Cambridge International School Dasua, and today I am here to discuss the answer key of November exam, that was your pre-board exam. So let's start and check your answers. Link 1, that was MCQs. Automatically you will see the answers when score will be released. Link 2, yes, passage based question. You will see the answers when score will be released. Link 3, question number 19, objectives of SAM. First objective was to lay emphasis on world environment, and number 2, to reduce the cost of technology from the Western countries. Question number 20, reason for remarkable growth in China, open door policy and economic reforms in China. Question number 21, test censorship to seek prior approval of the government before publishing anything in the newspaper. My dear students, you can also elaborate it, and if you have added more, well and good. And the question number 19 and question number 20, if you have been added another points, relevant points, that then you will definitely take the marks. Now, Mandal Commission was set up to investigate the extent of educational and social backwardness among the various sections of Indian society and recommend ways to identify these backward classes. Link 4, question number 23. What are the functions of Security Council? The Security Council recommends methods to adjust disputes among nations. It can take military action if required. Elect the judges of International Court of Justice. It can apply economic sanction also to stop any aggression. Can investigate the disputes in case of friction arises. Question number 24. Name the principal players in the ethnic conflict of Sri Lanka. The principal players in the ethnic conflict of Sri Lanka were Sinhala and Sri Lankan Tamils. But these were both language based. After its independence, politics in Sri Lanka was dominated by the interest of Sinhala because they were in majority, who was hostile to Tamils, who migrated from India to be settled there. Sinhalese presumed Sri Lanka to be belong to them only, hence no concession should be given to Tamils. This created militant Tamil nationalism, ethnic conflict. Question number 25. Do you agree with the argument that globalization leads to cultural heterogeneity? Cultural consequences do not assume to lead the cultural heterogeneity only. All cultures except outside influence all the time. Some external influences may be negative even to reduce our choices. Sometimes external influence enlarge the choices or modify our culture without overwhelming the tradition. Now here I have added some of the examples. If you have been added another examples, like here I have added masala dosas and blue jeans, or you can say khadi kurta with blue jeans. If you have been added another kind of examples showing the tradition with the Western culture, showing globalization, it should be relevant and definitely marks will be awarded to you. Question number 26. Briefly, any 4 problems described faced in process of partition in India. Number 1, areas were supposed to be distributed on the basis of religion majority. That was the first problem. No single belt of Muslim majority was a part of British India. All Muslim majority areas did not want to be merged with Pakistan, like Kashmir. ठीक है, कश्मीर भी मिक्स नहीं होना चाहता था, मर्ज नहीं होना चाहता था पाकिस्तान में, though it was Islamic country. It was opposed by NWFP, but ultimately NWFP was made to merge with Pakistan. Another problem belonged to minorities on both sides of the border. So lakhs of Hindus, Muslims and Sikhs were both the sides were left with no option except to leave their homes. When I taught this chapter, if you remember, I told you about to discuss the same problems, partition problem with your parents, with your grandparents or with your great grandparents, if you remember. Question number 27, Kashmir issue. Now see, I have given here hints only, and if you have been, my dear students, if you have been added from the notes which I have given you in the live classes, that must also be considered. Okay. So don't say like this, ma'am, these are the different answers and we have written the different answers. So no problem at all. Fine. But the problem internal, external, both must be discussed. Okay. Means 370 must be discussed. So here Kashmir issue, the problem become more complicated when it was accorded a special status in the constitution through article 370, जो बेटा पहले दिया था. Okay, but now it has been removed now. Now continued, same question, means it was having their own flag, head of the government respectively. Others equated article 370, 335A and as constitutionally recognized separatism. ठीक है, और उसके बाद वाला if you have added from the notes, well and good, but the problem must be discussed in the answers, internal as well as the external problem. Now question number 28, map question. First answer was Bihar. Shall I think I have tell you the questions also, because without questions I think answers will not be clear to you. So in the question paper 5 types of places were asked to you. The first one was the state related to Karpuri Thakur who implement reservation for backward classes, and the answer was Bihar. Second, the state related to K. Kamraj who started the midday meal program for school students, that was Tamil Nadu. Third, the state related to Samajwadi leader and thinker Ram Manohar Lohia, Gujarat. Next, the state from where article 370 was revoked, and that was J&K, Jammu Kashmir. Now question number 29, picture based question. Identify the country related to the cartoon. Obviously Pakistan. Evaluate the system of governance being practiced in country. Now see, the government of Pakistan is federal form of government, same as in India, but it proclaimed and established parliamentary democratic republic called the Islamic Republic of India. How is the system of governance in India different from that of the country related to the cartoon? The difference between the India and Pakistan does not appear to be the system of the government, as the both have constitution. India के पास भी constitution है, पाकिस्तान के पास भी constitution है. That enshrines federal republic system of government. दोनों के पास republic system है, federal system है. Okay, power is divided between constituent units and its central authority and its various constituent units. The differences of culture of democracy that was evolved in India over the last many years, you can also see, while in Pakistan, democracy remains stillborn. Link 6, question number 30. Jayaprakash Narayan and Total Revolution. Now see, here I have given you the hints only. My dear students, if you have written from the notes which I have given you from in the live classes, well and good. The same condition applies for question number 31 and for question number 33. 31, 32 and 33. Fine. 30, 31 and 32. Sorry beta. So Jayaprakash Narayan and Total Revolution is known for 3 key contributions. First, fight against corruption, principle of communitarian socialism and championing of total revolution. So Narayan was the first leader in the post-independence India who undertook the tirade against corruption through the participation of youth, particularly Gujarat and Bihar. So this was called the total revolution. Total revolution means all fields like moral, cultural, economic, political, educational and ecological transformations. Fine. And the last line I am going to read, because if you have added from the notes, well and good. The essence of transformation according to Jayaprakash Narayan revolves around man, who could be the real catalyst of change in India. Question number 31, Ram Manohar Lohia and socialism. It has been one of the main proponent of socialism in India. He championed the idea of democratic socialism while associating his socialism with democracy. Lohia considered both capitalism and socialism. This I have well explained in the live classes. So last line I am going to add here. In the same sense, the party of socialism according to the Lohia should have 3 symbols, that is spade, vote and prison. Question number 32, that will be the last one. Deen Dayal Upadhyaya and integral humanism. ये मैंने आपको फ्लो चार्ट बना के, if you remember, मैंने अच्छे से समझाया था. And if you have not written the same answer as you are watching on the slide in your computer screen, no problem. If you have written the answer from the notes which I have given you in the live classes, during live classes, that must be considered. वो भी consider कर लिए जाएंगे. So don't get panic, ma'am. These are the different answers. Fine. So Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya was a philosopher, socialist, economics and politician as well. The philosophy presented by him called integral humanism. Fine. So supremacy of dharma, autonomy of society, primacy of whole, not part, sabka, primacy of whole, not part, एक part का नहीं. So Pandit Upadhyaya opposed both Western capitalist individualism and Marxist socialism, basing His philosophy on the internal contains pure human soul to be called Chitti. Chitti मैंने आपको अच्छे से explain किया था, if you remember. Deendayal Upadhyay envisaged a classless, casteless and conflictless social system. So I hope your answer must be accurate. Thank you very much. All the best.